Getting low reach on LinkedIn, not uncommon. It happens. We see it. If you're posting on LinkedIn and really want to expand and grow your reach to get in front of more people, there are a few tips and tricks that I'm going to go over today that can help. Hi, my name is Nick Bonitatibus, owner and founder of Digital Champions. And today we're talking about how you can increase your reach on LinkedIn. Number one is expand your connections. This is so important and so easy to do, especially if you're not big on LinkedIn right now or haven't done a lot of work in LinkedIn, is simply just connecting with people that you already know. That's the first place to start, and it's simple and easy. And when I say that, I also don't mean just business contacts, not just people in the home care industry, but specifically anyone that you know. Let me say that again. Anyone that you know. That means high school, college, friends in your community, your friends' family, anyone that you have met. Connect with them on LinkedIn because you never know who can help you to create that connection or find that connection. What I love about LinkedIn for this reason is that you can use that mutual friends to find people that you want to connect with. But you don't know that your neighbor Bob down the street knows that skilled nursing director of nursing at that facility that is a key contact that you want to get to know of. You would have never known that had you not connected with Bob, even though you're like, well, he's just my neighbor. Should I really connect with him? Yes, you absolutely should. And so being able to go and target these specific referral sources that you want to connect with, look at their company page, see who works there, see what mutual connections you have, boom, now you can find those connections. So to sum it all up, connect with more people that you know. Now, you also want to expand and grow with people maybe you don't know or want to know. This can get a little bit more tricky and a little bit more tactful, and you want to do this in a strategic way that's not going to come off as salesy and just sending connections to people that you don't even know. So if you don't know a connection and you want to get to know someone, what's cool about LinkedIn is you can actually just go and follow their account. So that allows you to see them in your newsfeed without sending that connection first. You can now engage with them in a meaningful way on their posts that they share. There's even a feature on LinkedIn that if there's certain contacts that you really want to make sure you engage with, you can hit the bell on LinkedIn that will then notify you when they post so they don't have to constantly be following and hoping that they come up on your feed. So if you're really leveraging and utilizing this in a strategic way, you can hit that bell on that account so you can be sure to engage with their content. Once you've engaged with their content and they've engaged back with you, that's going to give you that entryway into connecting with them. And so what you can do is first, it's important to understand that you're not just putting some meaningless comment. Make sure that you spend the time to create something meaningful. You don't just want to be like, great post, not really putting much effort into it. This is why being more strategic about the key contacts that you want to get in front of and focusing on them will allow you to spend more time on targeted approaches versus just trying to connect with so many different people. So be meaningful in the comment, and then if they comment back, one of the best ways to get them to comment back is to then ask a question within the post that's about what they shared. Oh, that was really interesting that you shared about this, but what about this? Question mark. Now they engage back. Now you can then send that LinkedIn request in a very specific way that's going to say, hey, I really enjoyed your post about XYZ. Then you can say a little bit about yourself or what your goals and intention are with them. So what I love to do is focus more on what you can do for them instead of what you can do for me. You can do a mutual thing, which a lot of people do, like, hey, I'd love to talk about how we can both succeed. But I like to flip it even more and just focus on, hey, I have some ways that it can really help your organization grow, and I'd love to connect, talk more about it. Now it's focused on them, and they're like, oh, wow, this is great, right? You're going to get those connections. Then once you get the connection, you can then try and turn that into a meeting in the chat. So this is a great way and how to expand your connections as well as now increase the likelihood that you're going to get a meeting, a Zoom, coffee, whatever it may be, by following this very strategic approach to not just connecting with anyone and anyone, but being very smart, tactful, and doing things in a meaningful and authentic way. that isn't like sleazy or spammy. The next thing you want to do to get greater reach is get personal. The one thing about LinkedIn that I see so often is that it's this tie professional, proper. There's a reason why I'm wearing a t-shirt and a suit jacket. I'm not about that tie life. I don't think anyone is like, yeah, I'm wearing a tie today. It's not something people are jumping on the roof about and really excited about. The analogy here is just that so often people try and be so professional that it's so lame and unauthentic. If you want to get greater reach on LinkedIn, you gotta roll up the sleeves a little bit, loosen the tie, and be willing to share a little bit more personal things about yourself. My favorite quote that I heard in an event specifically talked about people with families. And he said, when it comes to LinkedIn, you don't have to post photos of your kids, but people should know that you have them. And I love that quote because it really sums up the aspect of what you can share and what you should share on social media that's not oversharing. Because we know there's those people that just overshare, especially on Facebook. People are better about LinkedIn in more so the opposite perspective where they don't overshare, they're actually less sharing, and it becomes really unauthentic. They'll share a post from their company and they're like, oh, this is really great, and not actually taking the time to create something meaningful and authentic. To share more things that are personal, just think about maybe milestones or goals that you're looking to achieve. The more that you're willing to share things that you want to achieve, the more that you're going to actually get in front of the people that want to help you achieve those goals. And so if you have a goal to do, for example, myself, I love speaking. I want to speak on more stages. And so often I'll post, hey, I'm looking to get on more stages. This is one of my goals. If you know anyone that is in the home care industry that is looking for speakers, I would love any opportunity. But if we don't ask, and we don't put that personal aspect, that personal ask out there, then we're never going to be able to get the things that we want to achieve. Also, just sharing milestones and wins, things that you've achieved, things that you've done, things that you've been working hard to achieve. You work hard, and it's important that you showcase those things. So often people are worried about this self-promoting element. This is marketing, people. If you want to grow your business, you need to make sure that people know who you are. That means getting out there, vocalizing, going on top of rooftops and screaming, hey, I've got a business and I can help people. We have to be willing to be seen and get attention if we want to grow. So be willing to share these things, to put yourself out there. If you do it, you will get greater reach and greater success on platforms like LinkedIn and other platforms as well. With that being said, I do want to say that it's important to have the balance of vulnerability, transparency, but also still having that professionalism. Okay. This doesn't mean you're just letting loose and letting it go. There's a way to find balance in sharing things that are professional, but also at the same time showcase who you are as an individual. And that's what we're trying to do. The third aspect to increase more reach on LinkedIn is collaboration. Collaboration is one of the easiest and simple ways to expand your reach and get more engagement on those posts that you're sharing. One is because if you are collaborating with other people, now you're able to get in front of their audience when you tag them in a post. So for example, if you want to get in front of an existing referral partner that you already know so that you can then get in front of referral partners that your referral partner knows, that's going to help take a photo. Hey, I'm working with this person. And then other people will say, oh, you're working with this person? Well, I want to work with them too. So an example where I'm always trying to leverage and utilize this is that I'm partnering with other people in the industry that they know. So I partner with people like Steve the Hurricane Weiss, with Jessica and Clint Nobles, with Sarah Barker, with Jen Ramos, with Rachel Gardner, all amazing people also who are all going to be at my event coming up, the Home Care Champions Experience in September. Shameless plug. But I've got all of these great, amazing people. And so when I associate myself with them, People are like, wait, you're with Sarah. Oh, you're with Steve. Oh, you're with the Novels. Oh, you're with Rachel. Now, if people are working with them, they want to know, hey, who's this Nick guy? Is this someone I should know? So the more that you collaborate and show that you're actually working with these people, the more that you're going to be able to expand your reach. But if you don't showcase it, if you don't take photos, if you don't post things of you together and tagging those individuals, then you'll never